In this new lesson about canva.com, we're going to talk about how to create a logo. So how we can and what tools we have at our disposal in this web app that will be helpful to create what they're called vector graphics. So basically it's another way of designing, not with pixels, but with vectors. And of course, you can find also other more advanced information. And if you have questions, please write it in the comments. So let's start with something really simple and standard. This is a video course for beginners, not for experts, of course. And it's the tool itself, it's for beginners and passionates, but not for professionals. And let's start by clicking here in the logo, or you can find maybe here, or you can look for it at the top. You can look for logo, and there we can go here. You can also start with a ready-made logo and then modify it, but if you start here with the logo, simple logo, okay, let's close this one here. And sometimes they add new tools, but we're gonna stay updated, so subscribe and stay updated. Okay, so we have this blank page here, blank space, and you can see here, insert something which is already created, and we can perhaps modify it. And we can also create ours with just a few tools and graphics that we have at our disposal. So let's say I want to, well, you can see these are really simple logos, but logos in general don't have to be so complex. So for example, I want to start with the, well, let's go with this one here. Okay, and you can see this is like a composition of text and graphic, and if you really think about it, it's really something simple. It's just a bigger text, a smaller text, and a rectangle, a pink rectangle. So what we can do is we can start here by changing the name of this brand. So we can type here, for example, brand. And you can see now this is too big, so I'm gonna select and I'm gonna scale down the text. And we already saw how to work with text in previous videos, and we're gonna see it later on. It's gonna come back every time. And also cosmetics here, I'm gonna change this, and I'm going to call this logo design. Okay, so we have basically a preset composition from here that we can customize, and this is one way you can do it. Now another way is to, well, you have also the possibility to change here the color of the graphic, which is a simple rectangle, as you can see, so I can modify. And this is vector graphics. Vector graphics, it means that you have corners, you have vertices, and you have vectors, and you can modify it like that. And well, we can also crop it, but in this case maybe we're gonna leave it this way here. So you can see things could get a little bit more advanced, but we're gonna get to more advanced things later. Let's stay with something simple, and in each video we're gonna explore something new. So so we have this one here, but we can start also to insert some vector graphics ourselves. Now the first way we can do that is by going into the elements page, and you can see you have many elements here that you can use, lines and shapes. Well, there are not so many, but you can start with this. Again, this is just to start to understand how to work with this. I'm gonna rotate this a little bit, maybe like that. And when you have a series of elements that you're gonna drag and drop, they're gonna stack on top of each other. So this one is going on top of the other. But maybe I don't want to do this. Maybe I want just to change the arrangement. And to do that, I will click here in position and say backward. Now this has placed one step back the triangle. So if I'm going to click again, it's gonna bring it a little bit more in the back. Now let's change the color of this triangle. Let's say I want it, I don't know, something, don't really know, something like that. Okay, and then I can select it, and I can, maybe I want to rotate it. Well, no, maybe I want just something like this. Okay, and then I can decide if I want to bring it back or forward. You can see you have also some shortcut keys that you can use, even with, to not go every time here in this panel. You can just remember these shortcut keys like Control plus other stuff here that you can check it by yourself. And now I can also copy and paste, and this is gonna paste it again on the top, so I'm gonna bring it again at the back. Now if I want to place it to the back of everything, I say send to the back, and I can do that also with the front. I'm gonna place it on top of everything, behind everything, or forward step by step. Alright, so now let's change the color of this as well. And just remember that you have more colors here. I'm just working with the standards. Okay, and I want to delete also that strange thing, which was one of the lines probably. So you can see here you can start to compose a lot of basic shapes and basic stuff, and you can create something a little bit more creative. You also have some graphics here that you can select and bring in, just dragging and dropping, but these are not really the logo graphics. Maybe some of these, yes, but most of them, they're not appropriate. And also photos and pictures, they're not so appropriate because you have images. A logo should be really simple and iconic. You cannot bring something too complex into a logo. This has to be really small sometimes, or really big. And this is why also you use vector graphics, because you can scale them a lot without losing quality, without seeing the actual pixels, so the little squares inside the photos. So vector graphics is used for logo for this reason. You can scale it every time, each side. It won't lose the quality. Okay, of course we cannot put videos, but let's scroll. We have this one. I think that this is could be useful, because these are charts, but some of these can be used for, compositing a logo. For example, maybe I want this one here, or, well, let's pick this one here. Okay, now this is kind of a series of people. I want to bring this down here. I can scale it again. This is all vector, so I can scale it. You can also help yourself by the guides there, the intelligent guides, and you can change the number of items in this, like that. You can change the color to once, like that. So I don't know, you can change also the spacing and the colors. So I'm gonna stick with this color. And this is another way you can use Canva stuff here. And, well, you can figure out how to use the others. Now, if you want to select this one here, you can see that you have many symbols. If I just want one, let's say I would just want a star, I can just put this down to 1 and then scale this up, and it can be used again in your logo composition. Okay, now let's change this again to this other logo. And we're just experimenting here, of course. This is not the best logo of my life, but it's a start. Now you can also, use this tool as a draft, because you don't have to install Canva. You can just come in here and set the basics for something more complex and elaborated later on. You can use then other software like Illustrator or Photoshop or Krita or whatever to continue from this standard. No, you can save this in a PNG or JPEG, so it's gonna have pixels, but then you can recreate this into another vector graphics application and you can improve it. Okay, let's go here. Well, of course you can use text, and we already have text here, but let's add, well, I want to delete this one, so I will select this and hit the delete key, and then I can bring in this one here. Now this is in Italian because I am in Italy, so it's kind of detecting my language. So I'm gonna, again, get rid of that, and I'm gonna type here, again, logo design. All right. And now let's finish with the last tool that we can use, and also it's really helpful. If we go here to more, and we go to styles, this is it's also an helpful tool. So you can change here, you can brand dyes, you can apply a particular style to all your composition. So you can work only with colors, only with fonts, or both. So if you work with fonts here, let's place this for example. There you see. So I can quickly see which one fits the most my ideas, so which one is better for what I intended to do. And again, this can work just as a test. I can just stay here as long as I want, do some really quick test without installing anything. When I'm ready, I can go Illustrator and then I can recreate that. But right here, maybe I am with my client and we are working together just to get the overall picture of what we intend to do. And well, let's go to colors so I can change also the colors. Now be careful, if you have something in the back like that, that's not gonna be a transparent background. So you need to get rid of that thing in the back if you want the transparent background. But here we can play around with many different combination of colors. And again, this is just to have an idea of what we are going to do, which one will fit the most. And I think I like the one that we started with. So I think I will go back all the way back, Control Z to go back. And there it is. Okay, there it is. And Control Epsilon to go forward. Okay. Now I want to save this and I will go here to the download and say, okay, which format do I want? I definitely want the, well, if you want something vector graphics, you need to have the premium account. Then you can download PNG or JPEG, and this is gonna be with pixels. But if you want something vector, you can also try here with the PDF standard. And let's also try, well, let's save this. And also let's try with the PDF print. Okay. They're probably the same, but let's check it together. And yes, they are the same. So I can now zoom in, zoom out, and you can see that it doesn't lose the quality. So I can probably save this, open up into another application, save it, and so on. Now, one thing I noticed here is that to get rid of the background, you need the premium version. And so also to do something else here, sometimes you need the premium version. But again, this is just to begin. Then you can do this in another application. You can also get rid of the background using other applications if you want. So you have many options. You can take this one from here and continue. Now, if you're interested, sorry about that, you can check in the YouTube channel. We have other videos about graphic design. And if you're looking for something specific, just type, for example, background, and you can find maybe a video course about, a video guide about getting rid of background. So let's say background image. And yeah, you can see other software here that can help you with that. Anyway, just write your comments, your questions if you want, or your suggestions as well to help other users. So participate to our channel, subscribe, and also if you want to support us just a little bit, you can click on join here and support us, and check other contents in the YouTube channel. So thanks for watching and see you in the next video.